G'day guys, welcome back to SwampChook Overland. I'm at the Ahuroa Fundraiser for the Volunteer Fire Brigade. Day and a half worth of forward driving just north of Auckland here. So I'm in the van today. Probably the only one on a trip like this, but I think we'll go alright. Alright, the first groups are starting to roll out. Should be a good day. Good selection of vehicles. And I am the only van. Okay, so we're rolling on out. Somehow I've ended up in the last group to leave, but that doesn't matter. Good lineup. Even my old Suzuki's here, so should be a good day. There's the group over there. Aha.
On the track, all the way through further on. There's a lot of cocky scalders and got little washouts on the edge. It's a bit weird.
Interesting. Climbing up the hill. That looks like the other group over on the hill there. Some good farm. Hill country. So we're going down and across and up there.
Here on the hairpin there, there's holes both sides.
Well, that's a nice view of the Kaipara Harbour. Now I say that's a view. That over in the distance is Poto. What a stunning spot. And there's another group sitting up over there. So I think we'll sit here for a bit because we don't want to catch up with them. A little bit off camber. Should be alright in the van though still. Oh, there it goes down. Steep downhill. So this is The one place where the van feels a little sketchy. It's a bit of a tight corner down there on the downhill. A lot of trucks taking a second swing at it. It is tight. I'll be lucky if I make that one round. Crossing paths with one of the other groups. Good selection of vehicles here this weekend. So it never looks as steep on camera, but this bit here was quite interesting. I could have backed up and gone around a different way, but I thought it would be okay, and I wanted to sort of test the limits of the van, but tell you what, it takes a bit of getting used to. Feels a bit like the back end of the van's going to leave the ground, but it's mostly just because of where you're sitting, right over the front axle, that it feels so weird, but whew. So that little bit up there was interesting. Bit steep for the old van, but we did it.
How was that last wee bit?
That was easy. It seems not too bad on the side angles. It's going down steps.
I was what? Yeah, you fucking went like... You got a nice bit of mud for memory.
Oh yeah?
The gate system here works quite well. There's a trip leader, like a group leader, and then the first person in the convoy is the one that opens the gates. This time around it's me, and then they wait for everybody else to go through, and Mr. Tailend Charlie hit there back there in the white Range Rover, and I will jump in front of him and carry on with the rest of the group. Some steep tracks here, it's good fun. Good fun. Just a tricky, narrow little crossing there. It's hard, it just looks pretty narrow, so you got to line up straight. Yeah, really narrow. Big Patrol's doing its best. Time for the disco. So this is where I'm at a bit of an advantage with the van. I can lean my head out the window and see exactly where the front wheel is. And it's got a really good turning circle, so it made lining up for this one a breeze. So by now all the day's getting on. We've had some awesome scenery and done some pretty cool tracks, and we're sort of starting to feel it. So just out across the farmland, a few gravel roads, and back to camp for the day. Well, that's the end of day one, and it was a pretty fun day. It was really dry up there on the hills, as you probably can see in some of the footage, and no real mud, and it was pretty tame, which was nice. Kind of. I'm in the van, so I don't want to do anything too crazy, but it was really rough, and I'm feeling pretty tired, so I'm about to turn in for the night. But a lot of people are still over there at the bonfire. The dinner put on by the fire brigade was fantastic, and the prize giving was a bit of fun. So big thanks to the Rodney Club for organising this, and everybody else involved that makes this happen. Alrighty, so everybody is lining up, getting in their groups for day two. shorter day planned today, so we'll have to wait and see what they've got in for us. So to start the day off, we had a few easy tracks around some farmland and stopped at a few play areas along the way. I didn't do too much playing around in the van, but a few others did, and it was quite entertaining. And it wasn't long before we had a stuck Land Rover. Then the Range Rover went in to help out and also got stuck. Anyway, short winch and they were both out. They were pretty much the only vehicles to give that bit a go, so what if they got stuck? We can't really hold it against them.
Yep. Yeah. I wouldn't use the same hole, I'd come down there.
Come on now. Yeah.
Look, he looks ready. Yep, going. Whoa!
Just roll forward a bit.
Yep.
Yep, boot it. Now he's making a big hole.
So once everybody had a bit of a play around, we headed out and across the road and up to the top of this forestry site. The track was pretty steep and heck it would be interesting in the wet, but the view was awesome. So we're just at the top of this logging site here. We've climbed up through the steep track, but view is absolutely amazing. So once everybody got up to the top of the track and had time to admire the view, it was time to wind our way back down and back towards the fire station. One thing that stands out in my mind after this safari is the views. You're up and down all these steep hills, but when you get over the top there's always a great view, whether it's down over a tidal river or looking out towards the Kaipara Harbour. Just fantastic. Alrighty, and that is that. Ahuroa Fundraiser Safari 2021, although I think it was supposed to be 2020. Anyway, awesome trip. Thanks to the Rodney Four-Wheel Drive Club for organising it all, and the Fire Brigade for having us camping here and putting on the feed. Yeah, I had fun. The van went well, and I'll tell you what, I've never had so many thumbs up. The people coming up saying, "Oh, you're doing well to get this up here." Much fun. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.